What is up, everybody? Welcome to a new project, one that will be going up on. Well, you're already watching her channel, but anyways, yes, finally, this is the very first episode, numero uno, of the podcast that we have entitled "Let's Talk Real Talk." I am Genios. Nice to meet all of y'all that don't know me, or if you haven't heard of me. Uh, I'm one of Lisha's really good friends, and we've known each other for a year. It's almost been a year. Ooh, it's almost been a year.
Um, a little over, cause I don't know. Yeah, it's been a little bit over, cause everybody really started together as a whole in January, and then I made the server this month, last year. Oh, what's today's date?
Today is the 4th.
Okay, never mind.
Why? What's the problem?
Oh, cause I was gonna, do something extremely ignorant in the server. But hello, everyone. How y'all doing? How very
Oh,
rude of me.
oh my God.
It's your girl Ash Maurice. We out here. Finally. After that video been sitting on my channel for about a month.
Hey, look, we had some technical difficulties,
Yeah.
and we still probably gonna have technical difficulties,
It's
but we
it's
gonna ride it out.
not this is not our fault. We already had our first episode recorded. We
And,
did this we did this pilot thing already.
and OBS decided to be a bitch and not say the recording, or whatever. But yes, this is Let's Talk Real Talk, where me and Lisha just gonna be talking about some of the day-to-day things that we go through, some of the stuff going on uh in pop culture and other types of stuff that we find interesting, and just basically you get to hear me and Lisha talk for about 45 minutes about the foolishness that we go through on a day-to-day lives. Like, I cannot sum it up any better than that. But since it's the first episode, we're not gonna jump too much into it. It's just gonna be a sort of getting to know us uh episode. Again, we already done fucking did this, but goddamn OBS. But anyways, again, my name is Genios, or you can just call me Marquis. Uh, again, I've known Lisha for a little bit over a year now. We are very close friends because we tell each other almost everything at this point. If somebody fuck up at work, best believe I'm gonna tell her and she gonna tell me.
Oh man, this is very true, man. Listen, it's to the point where it's like I I can't go the day without asking him how his job was because I know working in food is stressful as shit. So he's not lying. We do talk about just about everything.
Uh,
Shit could eat, man.
they really do. But yeah, uh, like I said, some of y'all might know me. Y'all, if you know Lisha and you know about what she do on Twitch sometimes, you might have come to one of my streams when I used to stream often. Um, or if you are just in a particular community on Discord, you might have seen me once or twice.
And if you listen to the pool party, he's also part of the pool party cast.
Yes, which is not dead. It's on hiatus.
It's not. But that's a special episode actually. I I don't know. See, now that's the thing too with the pool party. I don't know that if we're going to start from there or if we're going to start back up once, everybody's out of school. And hopefully nobody takes summer classes this year because the fuck.
I would
I
hope
don't
not.
have for all that bullshit.
Ooh, I would hope not. But yeah, uh, like I said, this is basically a getting to know us podcast, well, episode, and what we gonna talk about. I know we have a few of our friends that have asked us to talk about certain topics, and we'll get to that. But mainly, it's gonna be about what we go through on our day to day lives, things going on in pop culture, a little bit of nerd culture, and the state of the world if those type of topics come up. And you'll get to know a bit about our political views and the stuff we like that's going on, the movement as it's been called.
And we may even get a little deeper than that, maybe a little explicit to where some of you children should not be listening. Um, but that's just you listening at your own risk. I mean, I gave a full disclosure prior to us recording, so if you feel like there's a topic that is uncomfortable for you, you brought that upon yourself. This is a very, very real podcast. This is very, very different from the pool party. So if you come to us expecting to get a pool party like thing, you know, you this isn't what you gonna get. You gonna get the real. We are adults. Okay, we are full-fledged adults. Like there's nothing, this is no holds barred right here.
So let's just go ahead and jump into it a little bit today. Is there anything in particular like you want to talk about? I know we ain't really have like a sit down about stuff we want to talk about, but it's been a minute. It's actually been a minute since we talked to each other, and I'm sure there are some things that has happened with you that I just don't know about that happened like the past 3 days because I've been MIA.
Um well, I told you about briefly about, the little episode I keep having with a fellow Twitch streamer. I don't know how to put it, but it's like it's only so much I can take of trying to be into someone's head. Look, I am your friend. I am here for you. I can be a listening ear for you, but you as a person have to take into consideration, look, you're taking up someone's time and then they're giving you bomb ass advice and then you doing the ass backwards thing. To me, I don't like wasting my time. So if I'm sitting here for hours at a time and I'm typing my ass off to the point where my fucking thumbs hurt, and then you turn around and you do the same bullshit, and or it comes around and it bites me in the ass and we get into an argument about it, I don't know what to do. Like it's either I cut ties with you or I keep my distance from you. And that's what I decided to do. Instead of fully cutting ties, I decided to keep my distance. And when I started to keep my distance, it felt like that person was more needy. And I was like, okay, I can bring it back in to be on that level of the friendship. And then for some reason, they didn't fucking understand what I was trying to say. And what could have been a friendly conversation or what them minding their fucking business just escalated to the point where I'm just like, fuck it, I've washed my hands with you. I don't want anything to do with you. I unblocked on Twitter, so there's no follow. Conversations have not been deleted, but they have been removed from my site to where I'm tempted to click on them and talk to this person. And I can't do it. I just can't.
You saw that right? You saw that right? Oh man.
Queen.
Anyway, and I'm gonna say it again. Tell him meet you in the bathroom. It's time to be. We handing out invitations to the blocked party. That's not BLOCKED. That's BLOKT. By the way, um, I mean, this has been an ongoing thing for some months, and
Months. How try a year.
listen.
February made a year.
Oh
And
shit.
I had to bring that up. I was like, we've been doing this for a year, and it's like you don't understand. Like you don't get it. Like you want me to steep down to your level of thinking, and that's not gonna motherfucking happen because your logic is fucking retarded. Like it does not work whatsoever. And I just feel like in order for you to fully understand what someone is trying to say to them, you have to open your mind. And for you to be such a closed-minded person and feel like everything you say and do is right and everybody's supposed to just go by what you feel is why you're in a situation where you are and why you have so many, and I fucking quote, cucks under your fucking belt, my nigga, because they're your little zombies. Like they do whatever the fuck you want them to do, and I'm not one of those people. I'm the really I said this to Slur the other day when I was talking to him on the phone about the situation. I said, I am the realest bitch you will ever meet. I bite my tongue for nobody. I don't even bite my tongue for my mother. You think I'm gonna baby you and fucking like hold back to satisfy you? And that's just not me. I've never been like that, ever. And I'm not gonna start doing that now because somebody is used to being babied and can't handle when someone is telling them the truth. And I actually, honestly, I blame their friends. I really do. Is like, because for some people, it's not the family, because your family's not going to always, blame you, like, for how you are. Is because sometimes you get your mannerisms from your friends. You're not going to always get that from your family. So it depends on who you're with, who you associate yourself with, and how you are with them all the time. That transfers over to your friendships with other people. And since you're so used to that main group of people babying the fuck out of you, you expect everyone else to do it. And that's just not how everyone works.
Oh yeah, I think I think us we can definitely see that just even if we just look at the people that we that we talk to, it's that same concept but just different. And as far as this particular subject goes, I made it very clear I don't like this person. I don't talk to them. I don't go to anything that they involved in. If they are in a stream that I'm in, I'll just leave alone. I'll be like, I don't feel like hearing your voice. I don't care for anything you do, you scammer. So, but I get that he confused, and that's okay because it's okay to be confused. But what's not okay is to take out the anger and aggression that comes from being confused out on someone that is genuinely trying to help you. Because again, you have genuinely tried to help him with all kinds of things, and nothing comes from it. So I just don't see anything in particular there that can be made from it. And as far as I'm concerned, he all the way in the back of he in the back of the house. It
I felt, I saw a pattern, and what I decided to do was take my headaches from being every day down to once a fucking month. You can give me a headache once a fucking month, my nigga. And if you try and give me a headache more than once a month, I'm cussing you the fuck out and I'm not talking to you until the next fucking month. That's just how that. And it's gotten to a point where it was like, okay, I'm gonna check on you maybe about once a week, and if not once a week, once every month, because I can't fucking deal. And then when I'm coming at you a certain type of way because I'm tired of being constantly poked at, and I believe I said this when we did the first pilot, I get poked at a lot by people who feel like they know me. And we're getting to that one too. I get poked at a lot by people who feel like they know me. And when I react, and it's not the reaction that they expect, they're like, whoa, wait a minute. I thought I knew what I was doing. And no, you thought you knew what you was doing, but what you did was you opened up another fucking chapter that you didn't expect to open up. I'm sorry. There is levels to this bitch shit. Like, I am truly a bitch. Like, all right, let me clean that up. I am extremely sweet. I am a sweet person. I really am. But once you cross the line or you try and cross the line is when I really start to show my true fucking colors. Like, even at my job, okay? For the first 4 months, they was like, yo, she's so quiet. She don't say nothing. Something happened and I popped off. They was like, oh shit. And then one girl was like, see, I knew she had it in her. Don't let that quiet shit fool you. She has the ability to go the fuck off on every single one of y'all if y'all keep fucking with her. And that's exactly what they got.
It's always the quiet ones that can scream the loudest. But I think we know that quite well because we both like that in that regard. The first 2 months that we knew of each other,
You didn't say shit.
I ain't say shit to nobody. But about that third month, well, I had had enough. I had had enough, and from there it's a wrap. But have calm and quieted, and everyone's just jolly good friends now. Well, I use the term friend rather lightly in that sentence right there.
Speaking of friends, I'm glad you introduced us as friends, because a couple weeks ago you told me we weren't friends and I almost broke down and cried at work. Like, no, you're laughing, but like when you said that shit, like my knees literally buckled and I was at work like, what the fuck? Like I was tearing up. I was like, my nigga, let me go in the back real quick before somebody see me over here looking like I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. Like, I was so hurt.
Oh
So what the
man!
fuck did I do?
You let me apologize.
Shit.
I didn't mean it, which is funny because 9 times out of 10 I mean everything I say, but it was. I think I might have. No, I wasn't even having a bad day. I just felt like being an asshole. Disclaimer: I'm an asshole. You will find that out very, very fast the more you talk to me. But no, I'm very picky about who I give my time to. Because if I give my time to you and you either waste it, misuse it, or anything else really, I'm very quick to say, all right, well that was a failure. Let me move on to something else. I give everybody a chance. Hell, I've given people multiple chances, which really don't ever happen. But the how do I want to word this correctly? Because again, the term friend is I use very lightly. This group or community that we are in on a day-to-day basis, yeah, that sounds a lot better. Community.
That's what I call it. I don't know what y'all expect.
This
It's a community.
association.
Like, honestly, to keep it funky with you, when I explain it to people, I say Black Twitch. I really do. Like, that's how I explain it. We're on the black side of Twitch because it's very very black. Like,
Fair enough.
it
I can roll with it. Yeah.
it's very raw, it's uncut. Like, everyone is pretty much fucking black except for like the few people you have that creep up in there. We don't know where the fuck they came from, and
Or they claim to be black, but they really
they really aren't till you see that damn photo. But you know, that's another story for another day, and that might be a story time on my channel, so you guys stay tuned for that shit, because that also involves this fellow streamer that I was talking about earlier. And I don't give a fuck who gets mad when that story time comes out, but it's coming out
Well,
because
surely enough.
I
No.
wasn't, I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it because I had when like it all first happened when I first was like really starting my channel. I recorded the video. The video was done, and halfway through it, I looked at myself in my mirror because I was recording in my room at the time. I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, I cannot post this. And I turned the video off and I deleted it from the fucking memory card halfway through because it didn't feel right. And
See,
because that was my friend, I didn't want to fully put that out there like that. But since that person supposedly doesn't want anything to do with me, let the petty fucking story times begin because that could be a series on its own.
see, I would have just let it sit right there. In the next moment, he would have did something foolish. I'd be like, that video is right there. What a shame
Now
if it just ended up on YouTube and in several Discord that he may or may not be a part of. What a shame.
there's still more. I feel like also there's still more than what y'all know personally from my server. There's more to it than what I've told you guys. So I don't. I mean, I am
There's some
regardless gonna
information that
make the
shouldn't get.
story
There's some information that shouldn't be in other people's hands.
right.
Fair enough.
Especially not y'all. Oh Jesus Christ.
Huh?
Ooh.
What's the problem?
Ooh.
I'm.
But yeah,
They call me Bigger Secrets.
do they? Because the last time I told you something, you ran and you texted that person, and
What you
then
mean? Huh? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me think. Did I?
your best friend.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Listen. That happened because at the time I was trying. Wasn't I trying to fix y'all's friendship or something? And I was like, listen, if you do this and this, I'm telling you, it'll be simple. It didn't really happen, but I made the attempt. I tried. I can't be wrong for that. I gave out information in hopes to better friendships and camaraderie and all that good stuff. So, oh well. Give a little, take a little.
Honestly, that situation as well too is like it hurts, but I'm getting to a point where it's like it's expected.
To be
Like
honest,
yeah, like I'm not even gonna try and like fight with it and try and make something of it because it's like it's expected at this point. Like the sensitivity level is there, the stability isn't there, and there's not much you can do or say with it. Personally.
I think
So
for me, because y'all are both good friends of mine, I'm trying to mediate, and it's a little bit more difficult because I look at him, it's like, oh, you're mean. You're like you're like a much more loose cannon me, because I keep my for the most part I keep my emotions in check. Except that one time I went off, and we don't talk about that. But eh, I think, yeah, it's about that time where you just like, you should just go. No, it is what it is with him.
like I'm extremely numb to the situation now, but I just feel like this is the one person that I was the closest to, if anything, like from the get go. Like, it is not even like I seeked out this friendship with this person. I was literally just chilling in the stream one day and they attached themselves to me. And we had been inseparable since then. And then somewhere in there, it just like the wall started to cave in and things got weird. And I was just like, And then we would talk about it, and then it would go right back to the way it was. And then should it flip out again, and then it'll go right back to it. Was like it was a lot of up and down, and I'm just like, all right, I at this point I expect the up and down in this friendship, but I also want to have that conversation when we all do that secret thing this summer that no one needs to know about yet. And do that, and make sure that everything with that is perfectly fine, and that is stable, and which is another reason why I don't want to keep adding people and letting people go in that thing, and no one outside of the server to come in, because my friends even want to be there with us, and I'm just like, no, this just let me do this on my own. Like, we don't need any outsiders, because this is all of us.
As much as it is the secret thing, as much as it is a chance to, I guess, get together and be foolish, it is also a way. It's also gonna end up being a way to air out how we feel about each other. That's how I see it's gonna happen. Cause for a week it's gonna be foolishness, but it's not gonna be foolish 24/7.
In the real world Discord edition.
To be honest, to be fucking honest, the moment that we thought about this, I was like, oh shit, this might well be the fucking real world. And then it's my one gripe at the moment about what's gonna happen. You and these fucking lobsters. Like, you got a pound of lobster money?
Yo, listen. All right, but let me just tell y'all, let me just put y'all in on a little something. For my birthday, I just want to go out and I want to eat some seafood. I don't care where it is. Mm-hmm. We can go to like an all-you-can-eat place. We can go to a place that give you the big old bags with the potatoes and the corns and shit in it. Mm-hmm. Marquis here has a fucking problem with the price of the fucking food that I want to eat. Now, I found a place that is cheaper, a smooth $20 cheaper, and he's still stuck on the first place with the $58 crab legs.
$58 crab legs per pound.
Not even. It's for 2 pounds.
For 2 pounds.
For 2 pounds of king crab legs.
$58 for some crab legs. Now, it's a good chance for y'all to learn something about me. I'm cheap. I am a cheap motherfucker. When it comes to money, I don't really like spending it unless I know A, I can go to work and get that money back. B, the thing I'm spending it on is of equal or greater enjoyment. Or C, it's gonna do something for me. Now, I'm not a real fancy person. I'm fine with a bowl of cereal in the morning. I don't need no eggs, biscuits, all that good stuff. I'm fine with a simple peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch. I'm fine with some leftovers for dinner. And when I go out to eat, you best believe I'm looking at the value menu. Bitch, I work at a restaurant that do 2 for $14.99. Before I worked in that restaurant, every time I went there, I looked directly at the 2 for $14.99. So, when she tells me, no, when she shows me the menu, I'm like, okay, this all good and dandy. But let me just point out this thing right here. It says $58 for 2 pounds of crab. You got $58 to spend on crab? If you got it, go ahead. But look, no. We go to Red Lobster and spend some crab legs for like $20 or something and get more than that.
Another thing is, he's going off like he's going to be the one when the check comes and say, look, it's your birthday, I'm going to pay for it. That's the way he's acting.
I sure am. I'm not going to pay for shit that ain't mine, but I'm sure going to act like that way. And look, I even told her, hey, listen, if we find a Logan's Roadhouse, I can use a discount and we can all get 50% off a meal. But you want to go here and spend $58 on some crab legs? You are tripping.
Oh my god.
And every time she bring up, I want to go here when we go to, I want to go here. Let's go to the sugar factory. I want to
That's
go
what
to the
I
bro.
actually do want to
Hey,
go
okay,
though.
yeah. See, that's all good and dandy, but them are expensive, baby. But we can go to this Logan's Roadhouse and get you a grilled chicken, some rice, asparagus. Hell, I'd probably go back there and make it my damn self. And you know what? It's gonna be 50% off, and you gonna save so much money in the end, and it's gonna have another discount on it because we can go through the two. We're gonna go doing it to $14.99, bitch, from 3 to 6. You better believe it.
Oh my god.
You better fucking believe it.
Oh, speaking of my birthday. All right, guys, I have a question for those who are listening. I am looking to get a custom jersey from the NBA store. Now this year I'm turning 23, so I want to get a 23 jersey, custom made. I already have a custom made Bulls jersey, so I don't necessarily want to get another Bulls jersey. I would like to know what teams you guys would recommend for me to get. Uh, I actually do kind of want to like expand my jersey collection because right now I have my custom Bulls jersey. I have a throwback Dwight Howard Magic's jersey, and there's another one, but I don't remember where it is or what team it is. But if you guys can, help me out, I prefer it be a team that comes with white because I don't really do too good with colors, white or black. And because I was kind of leaning towards doing like a Knicks thing, but because it has blue in it and stuff like that. But and then so if anybody wants to help me with that, I'm still gonna get a Jordan 23 for the Bulls anyway, but I just didn't want it to be that cliche, like, oh, it's my Jordan year type thing. So if anybody can help me out with that, feel free to comment or message me on Discord or anything like that. But yeah,
Go ahead and
we're
get
on a
your New
search to
York
get me a
Bulls jersey.
jersey. Bitch, I need to get a Derrick Rose jersey while he's with the Knicks. I need to probably try.
Before he break his leg.
Shut the fuck up. Because I didn't get a Bulls one. I could probably still get a custom made one, unless they still have his and like a throwback type thing on the website. But I do want a Derrick Rose one jersey. And whatever the fuck his number is on the Knicks, because I honestly have stopped paying attention to basketball.
It's still one.
He is.
It's still one.
So I stopped paying attention to basketball. Oh, my other jersey is not necessarily a jersey; it's a T-shirt, but it's Melo, number 7. So because that is my all-time favorite basketball player, and then it's Rose. So it's Melo, then Rose. So nobody gets that shit fucked the fuck up. AI before everybody, though. Just saying. That's another thing. People think that I am really, really fucking girly because of this makeup I've been wearing lately. Y'all got me fucked up. I only do that bullshit for YouTube.
Why should man alone? But y'all ain't here for me.
He's lying. Maybe. I don't know.
Food parts.
See, that I don't have.
Well, since we're talking about food parts, so we have a very particular friend. I won't throw his name out. His name is Alex. That wanted us to talk about some of our sexual encounters because he has not been graced with having a chance to have any of his own, and he is very interested. I don't know. Well, actually, how often do you talk about sex on YouTube, Lysha? Like,
See, now I haven't gotten that deep. The honestly, all the videos that's on my channels right now are like collabs and like rants and things like that. I haven't gotten to sit down and do that. And what's funny is that one of my favorite channels actually has a sponsorship with Adam and Eve, and she does toy hauls like every 2 months.
Well, everybody, kick back, sit back, and enjoy because this topic is going to be discussed quite often, uh, for the podcast
Yeah,
because we actually, which is funny because we talk about it quite a bit. I think out of everybody in our little community, I probably have sex the most, which is crazy because ooh, ooh, ooh,
poor.
hey, hey. I'm not. I will confirm nor deny that statement. But I mean, when it happened, it just happened. I'm not gonna fight it. Old boy texted me yesterday, asked me if I was gonna come by. I was like, no,
I'm fine. I'll stay here. Where's warm?
I just worked 10 hour shift. You can forget that. Maybe tonight. But anyways, let me also throw this out there. I am bisexual. I have had sex with both men and women. I still prefer women. There's something about something about eating pussy that's just. Mm. But anyways, um, but yes, this segment has no name yet. Maybe in the future, but we'll discuss some of our sexual stories. And I figured since it's our first episode, and we're also doing a bit of a get to know you thing, we might as well have a little talk about uh sexual encounters. Would you like me to go first, Lysha, or would you like to go first?
Sure, because I haven't had that many. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, go first.
So again, I have had sex with uh guys and girls, but I've only ever had one girlfriend who is responsible for me being bisexual, bi-curious, and I can just talk about the last time I had sex. Who, sure, why not? So, uh, about Valentine's Day, Val- Valentine's Day, um, me and these two other dudes who I don't particularly know of all that well, at least, uh, kicked it, hit it up, and basically, I had a threesome with two other dudes, and let me tell you,
Choo choo.
hey,
Hmm.
it was not. It should have not been the first thing I did when I hadn't had sex in about a year and a half. I was hurting for about at least a day. We'll say a day. We'll say half a day because it happened in the wee morning hours. But yeah, basically I was wedged between two dudes, and one took me from behind and the other one was lodged in my throat. It was an experience. And when he actually, one of them actually texted me last night and was like, "You got more than you bargained for," her. And I was like, "Hell the fuck yeah!" I wasn't prepared and I wasn't ready, and I don't think I'm gonna be ready again for a minute.
Now I have a question about that. How did that even come up? I know that you said that they're roommates, but did you just walk in the house and then they was just like, "Yo, we about to do this together"? Like,
Well, I got one of their numbers, and we started talking, and then he threw out the how would you feel about having a threesome? In my head, I'm like, it's been a minute since I've had sex with anybody. I really probably shouldn't, but at the same time, I was really really like playing with the idea of I'm about to have a threesome. I ain't had one in a minute. So I was like, I mean, we can try. I make no promises because I'm out of practice. He was like, cool, it's gonna be my roommate. I was like, oh, what? What? Ah, mm, uh, huh. Now don't get me wrong. It wasn't the fact that it was his roommate. It was the fact that, well, it's the fact that it was so sudden. He was just like, oh yeah, it's my roommate. I was like, oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? So when I got there, they were already out on the couch, stroking it. I'm like, oh, well then.
Well, hello there.
It was just like, this is this is nice, but also whoa. But they both very nice dudes. Um, besides the fact that the foreplay was all but nothing, and the word choice was awful. I've never been turned off more by word choice than I ever have before tonight. I've made this statement before, and I made it again. The term "boy pussy" is awful. I hate it. I
That's why I
abs.
don't say it. I actually will literally say "bussy" before I say "but," and I blame the community
I hate
for
it.
boy pussy being
I hate both of the
just
terms,
being
and I'm
thrown
just
around like that.
I hate both the terms. I'm just like, no, I boner gone flat. But I mean, it was good. They both came in about one of them couldn't find the hole, but he came in like a minute.
Pull over that ass too fat. Whoop whoop.
Eh.
I didn't say
Just knowing me and Lasha meet, we both gonna wear joggers so we can compare who ass fatter. Anyways, but yeah, that's my little story. Most recent story, at least the closest one to come to mind.
yeah. Well, since you said most recent, guess I can throw back to the thing that never happened.
We can talk
Um,
about them cyber stories too. Mm.
I'm not gonna do him like that. Um, that could be later on. That could probably I might want to have to get permission to tell those stories first. Because those are intense. But the thing that never happened, and the reason why I said the thing that never happened is in my mind, it never fucking happened. It was all a dream. Um, it was a guy I was talking to last year, and not even last year, like
It was like 6 months.
no, late 2015, going into 2016, and I don't know. It's like, see, the thing about it is, with the first time I met this dude, the first time I met him, um, I was with my ex, the sideburns, freckles, the one that everyone calls sideburns. I was with him. And they were friends because they was like around from like the same hood or whatever. They were playing basketball, but I followed him on Twitter, so they talked on Twitter from time to time. Just like just poking fun at each other. And when I had added him on Facebook around like December of 2015, and he messaged me. He was like, "Yo, what's up, yo? Where you been at?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was you the one that disappeared. I've been kicking it. Like I tell people all the time, like if you really want to find me, I'm always in the same spot. If I'm not at home or at work, I'm probably somewhere in the street wearing something bright that you can spot me in. Like, I can't tell you the amount of times that I've walked down the street and just had somebody just screaming my name for no reason. And I'm just like, yo, I gotta duck because I don't know who by that can just possibly run up on me. Like, it's that deep. But he had messaged me and we exchanged numbers. And I was just like, yo, like, what's good with you? Like, where you been at? And all this extra shit, small talk. And I was dodging him for a while. Like, I say dodging him, I mean, I was dodging him. Like, I did not. At that point, I was just like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want nobody in my space. I don't even want to look at nobody. And he had went to New York for a basketball game. And on his way back, he was like, I'm coming to pick you up. Like, it's 12 o'clock at night. You ain't doing shit. You up. And we can go out to eat. Cool. Go
It's
out to
12
eat.
o'clock at night. What the fuck open at 12 o'clock at night? McDonald's?
Denny's. Yeah. So you already know. Trash. Trash. And I don't know if you were on Discord that night
That might have
because
been in the first 2 months where I just didn't talk to nobody and I was just in here.
it wasn't my server. It was in that other server
Oh.
we all met in because he was live at the time. He, he we were in Shizzy's stream and
Oh, all right, okay. I think I remember.
remember that? And I had said I was like, all right, guys, I'm going out on a date. I'll be back. And everybody in the chat was just like, all right, tell us how it goes. So I came back home like maybe about an hour, half an hour later, and they were just like, my nigga, that was the quickest shit like ever. I was like, yo, first of all, the food's trash. I said, and on top of that, it's fucking midnight. I'm not about to just be outside past midnight just because he wanted to hang out that fucking bad. So fast forward about a month and a half. So that happened in December. This happened in February, early February. And I had finally opened up and we were chilling at his house and stuff. And we were watching a movie of some sort and he kissed me. And I was just like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, where's this about to... Like I said, I did not want to do this. So we get somewhere where no one's paying attention to me anymore. My pants disappear and I'm wrapped in a cover. He realizes at the point he don't have no hats.
Excuse me?
When I tell you this man had the nerve to ask me for a fucking quarter so that he can go run to the store to get not one but two, right? Thank God he got two. So he goes and he gets two hats and he come back. Nice gold wrappers, nice gold wrappers. But I didn't see what it looked like, so don't ask me. All right. So we get there and he goes for it. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. All right. And then all of a sudden, he turned into a rabbit.
What?
And I'm just like, what? In the back of my mind, I'm just like, what? So I said, you know what? Let me take some form of control. I said, because I want to enjoy myself if I'm doing something I actually don't want to do. I want to try and enjoy myself. So I take a little bit of control and he turns into a rabbit again. And at this point, he's breathing heavy as fuck. What's happening? I said, you're not doing anything. Like, what's going on? And I'm just like, okay, now Let's see if I can, do one of my little tricks. So I start twerking or whatever. And I hear a snap. I said, oh Jesus, please, Jesus be offense. Oh God, no. The hat broke.
Oh.
The hat broke. I said, thank God he bought two. So he switches them out. Goes for it again. I said, okay, maybe he done calmed down a little bit. He's not as excited. He turns into a rabbit again, but now he's full blown rabbit. And I don't know if y'all, and when I'm saying rabbit, I know y'all seen that video of them two rabbits in that cage. And that rabbit was just going ham to the point where he flipped over. It was like that. Like, I kid you not. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. It was that fucking bad. And I'm just like, yo, what can I do to stop this? So I one good time I slammed hard, real back, real hard, just made sure, like, just to calm him down, and he stopped. And at that moment, he came. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Whew, thank you, Jesus. I don't know how good it was to him, but he went to sleep for about an hour. And I was just on the bed in my clothes. Like, I got dressed so quick fast. I was just like, what happened? That's what happened. I said, that goes to show you that something that looked good don't know what the fuck. It was terrible. And that's why I say it's the thing that never fuck. It never. It was terrible. The worst experience in my fucking life. Like, I swear to God. And after that, I took like that. I started to keep my distance. After that, I was just like, yo, I can't do
So
this.
you don't
Like,
know it was horrible.
it was amazing to him from what he said. Because
Oh,
apparently after that, he started catching feelings. We were only supposed to be friends.
well, that's too
And then
bad.
you guys, well, you know what happened with the whole fashion show thing, and how he left me stranded at that damn college because he was uncomfortable at another man twerking on stage. And he now goes to that school. Bitch, what? So, like I said, it's the thing that never happened. Like, Karma's been biting him and his ass ever since, because that happened. He left me at the school. He now goes to that school. He and I went to a party together this past Halloween, and he got jumped at that party. Like, he got beat out of his costume.
Crazy.
So, yeah, the thing that never happened, it never happened. So if you guys bring this story up, I'm going to tell you I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because it never happened. This is also the story with the thumb.
Ew.
I don't have no manners for no sluts. I put my thumb in her butt.
Ew.
That's also that story. Because while he was being a rabbit, he decided that, that was cool at all. I'm just gonna let y'all know, stop letting Future hype y'all heads up, because Future will get y'all fucking smacked and spat on, because that shit is not okay whatsoever. But that was my story.
I think we're approaching the end here, because I don't. That first episode shouldn't be too long. So, but yes. Once again, everyone, thank you for listening. Uh, if you will be doing this weekly, I think that we decide on weekly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, weekly. It'll be going up on Lysha's channel on Mondays. Uh, if you want to get to know more about uh the channel itself, you can always reach Lysha on her Twitter and her YouTube and on her social media. And if you want to reach out to me, you can find me at Genios underscore. That's GENIOSE underscore on Twitter. And I am on Discord if you use Discord under the same name without the underscore. Uh, Again, this is still a filling process. We've been on a podcast before, but this is a much smaller, uh, closer talk show, because again, it's just me and Lysha, and we kind of know each other fairly well. And if you have any questions or want to bring up something that you would like to talk about, go directly to Lysha for those. Lysha, anything you want to say?
Go ahead and spread the word. I know there are some of you guys that have been waiting for this, and we had to find the time. I'm sorry. We really did. We had to find the time because it's like so many things happen. And then a lot of the things that go on in the server move so quickly. I'm actually surprised that no one is in the server right now. I don't know if you guys heard earlier, but someone did come into the call while we were recording and I had to quickly move them. But my server is honestly like it's a lot that happens and goes on, and some of the topics that we may talk about on the show probably stemmed from something that happened or a conversation that we had in the past that was very interesting because we do have like sometimes we have dedicated like days where we just have full blown just conversations about things and it gets really serious and deep and stuff like that. So it's like it's really like a family. And tomorrow, the 5th, makes a year since I created the server because I had had enough of that sticking us all in that one ass server that we were in with all those other shitter ass people. And you know, this is my family and we're gonna,
Yeah.
open up to you guys. Shut your mouth. We're a family.
Oh,
Okay? We're a family. Say it with me. Family.
it's my familiar looking ass.
So yeah. You guys just if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below and or you guys can like send me questions on Twitter. If you were looking to find me on Discord, my name is Angela R. Kardashian. Just look for a picture of Black China and you know, just have at it with that. I might start streaming again on Twitch once I finish building this fucking computer. That's why I haven't really been streaming because I'm tired of streaming directly from my PS4. So I would like to have my computer so that I can do that. And I should be pumping out more videos soon. So it's just not a big ass block of podcasts on my channel. Yeah, that's just about it. Thank you guys for listening. Marquis, you are my other half. I can't stand you sometimes. But
Good. I mean, I'm doing the right thing.
Hey! Trying to be sentimental here.
Well, with nothing else to go on, thank you for everybody listening to Let's Talk Real Talk. We'll be talking to you all again real soon. And goodbye.
Peace!